Warning. The stunts in this movie.
Hey, shut the fuck up!
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Cutter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Zelly on silent, put the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them out. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh fade, getting fitted on that top grade. So you ain't walking out alive, smoking what we on. And you know I got it poured for the ones who gone. R.I.P.'s in your memory, we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me, not what I want. Burn my body, put my ashes in the river, y'all. That's how we know it, that the flow about to carry on. See, immortality's a fallacy, I prove it wrong. This other family gon' carry me the way beyond. Anything you've ever known, anything you've done. They ask me how you get like this, how you live like this. Why you worry about it? Get up on my day, get up out the way. What you think this is? We ain't worried about it. Watch your skirt the way. They ask me how you get like this, how you live like this. Why you worry about it? Get up on my day, get up out the way. What you think this is? We ain't worried about you. Watch me skirt the whip, yeah, swerving. Moving to the money like it's urgent. Hands on God, so I'm in it like a surgeon. The skin color like the bourbon. Worldwide sign and we face close curtains. I hear you, nothing ever certain. Only thing that's promises, that promises are broken. Yeah, so we finding ways to cope that. Only thing I'm breaking is her back with emotions. Yeah, baby, go bring out the goodies. Snuck it in inside the hoodie. Now we turning out your buggy. Yeah, it's cool, I used to fight the bullies. Now I'm fighting with the law. I guess some things don't leave me fully. They try and push me, then they try and pull me. Better when I budge. If you doubt it, then just call my bookie. And my bookie taking bets. Profits as a profit when you know what's coming next. Like, ooh.
Yeah, baby, go bring out the goodies. Stuck it inside the hoodie. Now we turning out your buggy. Yeah, it's cool, I used to fight the bullies. Now I'm fighting with the law. I guess some things don't leave me fully. They try and push me, then they try and pull me. Better when I budge. If you doubt it, then
This is called my bookie.
and my bookie taking bets. Profits as a profit when you know what's coming next. Like, money on my mind, we gon' run it up. See what you gon' find, baby, push your luck. We been on the ground, we been getting up. We ain't got that time for you fucking bugs. Money on my mind, we gon' run it up.
Suraj, stay in if you want. Starting thoda. Stay in, Suraj. Stay in. I got it.
And don't get me wrong, I want to monetize my career, but at the same time, I don't want to be making moves that require me to do too much. I just want to put the money to the side, not have to worry about it, but still know that it's growing.
Look at those dark circles. Look at his eyes, bro. What I'm telling you, people, a rich white kid who don't have dark circles like that. It looks like he got bags under his eyes.
Yo, I just landed in my city, where's the fucking gang? Been in the A so long, my whole accent changed. Ain't gotta write it on a chain, cause they know the name. I put a brain on my Cuban, cause that's where I aim. Bang, I said bang, bang. I just touched down in my city, where the fuck the gang? I came back a G, let's play a little game. Got a couple different names, let's play, go get some money.
Or we can play, move your family out the hood and buy your mother something. That's a real man's job. How you treat a whore better than your own mom, bitch. Right for that first night, forgot her first name. Give me guap, fuck the talking stage. My boo, why'd you cut right after you came? You a slut, whole face is a cum stain. Y'all be rapping about the same clothes, rapping about the Dracos. Y'all be on the block, less than J-Lo. He said it's lonely at the top, that's cause you left your bros. Me and the gang getting top after every show. I feel like a porn star where I sell clothes. Got these white hoes on snow, and they love to blow, oh they love to blow. Run a train on these hoes like a railroad. I'm back in my city with the fucking gang. Been in the A so long, my whole accent changed. Ain't gotta write it on a chain, cause they know the name. I put a brain on my Cuban, cause that's where I aim. Who let the beast off a fucking cage? Streets by night, school by day, gang. YGA, this that YGA. Whole gang, keep a 4.0 GTA. Fuck XXL, I'm a freshman in real life. Nerf around my neck, but this a real pipe. Y'all left me off that list, that was slick as fuck. Thank God y'all ain't let me in that class, I would've shot it up. Bang! I said bang, bang. Yeah, I said bang, bang, bang. I'm back in my city with the fucking gang. Been in the A so long, my whole accent changed. Ain't gotta write it on a chain, cause they know the name. I put a brain on my Cuban, cause that's where I aim. Who let the beast off the fucking cage? Streets by night, school by day, gang. YGA, this that YGA. Whole gang, keep a 4.0 GPA.
Starting a WordPress site can be hard, so we removed the hard part by giving you a head start. Bluehost's AI tools instantly turn your words into a WordPress web.
It's one life to live, so live it the best you can. It's one life to live, so live it the best you can.
Somewhere there's a person who lost their mother, lost a son, lost a friend, lost a brother. Way back they had a fight, never spoke hardly. Now they never get the chance to say I'm sorry. Somewhere there's a little boy who's ready to play. First game basketball, but this is sad day. See, dads had a fight with his moms and he was gone. Now we sad, see another dad cheering his son on. There's a young girl cut in the flesh, suicidal, nothing but death. Up in the breath, molested by your sell anybody cause the shame she feels. And somewhere there's a man cheating on his wife, playing with fire, been a liar all his life. And he laughs that his whole past is stained with sin, and doesn't know his wife's doing the same thing to him. And it's real.
It's one life to live, so live it the best you can. It's one life to live, so live it the best you can.
Somewhere there's a person who lost a mother, lost a son, lost a friend, lost a brother. Way back they had a fight, never spoke hardly. Now they never get the chance to say I'm sorry. Somewhere a young woman just hit the stage, they throw dollar bills at her. She strips for days, she's getting paid, trying out different ways. She cries herself asleep and says it's okay. And somewhere there's a pastor who prays a lot, but sometimes it feels like heaven's gates are locked. Come Sunday, he's preaching all about his love, even though he knows his daughter's strung out on drugs. And somewhere there's a young man watching his back from the bullies at the school, cause they always attack. See, he always had a hard time making some friends, and if the bullies don't stop, he's gonna take his revenge. And it's real.
It's one life to live, so live it the best you can. It's one life to live, so live it the best you can.
Hey, Victor, what about your dad?
So Anthony, I hear you've created something called a ransomware survival guide for techies. Tell us about that.
Yes, so this was an effort to really reconsider the ransomware situation. I think it's very common you go and find lots of guides on backup, detection, protection, analysis. Everyone always thinks about ransomware before it happens.
Astro, no. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in T-H-O-T. She keep playing me dumb, I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental, let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought, no flow rain was I'm pouring down. See that pain was all around, see my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn, flow was cool but I still felt burned. Energy up, you gon' feel my surge, I'ma kill everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put this shit in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I've been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. Want a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break your spine. They say that I'm so fine, you could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
For too long, the human race has ignored the signs. Your planet is nearing destruction. Salvation is reserved for those who pass the test. The one known as Excision will begin the trial. If you survive, an elevated existence awaits. Initiate phase 1. Power up the base cannon.
Xometry for its instant quoting on CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet cutting, sheet metal fabrication, and more. Well, Xometry now proudly offers instant pricing on tube cutting and tube bending. Get instant pricing and lead times on your next tube cutting and bending project today at Xometry.com. Xometry, where big ideas are built.
I'm just killing myself.
Save with the Fred Meyer app this holiday. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Enjoy over $600 in digital coupons each week and get low prices for irresistible savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Now for some rocket fuel.
Okay, I've been on the mountain, what you wanna say? I'll be up in heaven with them one day. You be in the grave and yeah, my soul is safe. You be slowing down, I'll be like underlay. I could run and you don't want the gun to spray. Everybody bow your head and won't you come and pray? I was in the streets and yeah, I done the same. And the good and faithful servant, yeah, you won the game. And I was in the gutter, was a runaway. And I was born again, I got another name. And he said it was finished, but I run the race. When he took his final breath, that's when the thunder came. I got the blood of Jesus, he won't shut the gate. And you thought it was over, man, but someone came. And life will throw you pieces, it's a puzzle game. Give your life unto the Lord, it's not a subtle game. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing towards the mark and yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing towards the mark and yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way. And I stay in the game just like a running back. And I can take a hit and want you running back. You think you run your life, you only run the trap. And you think you are active, won't you cut the crap? My president is white, but yeah, my gun is black. I keep it tucked in, if you want it, won't you come attack? You wanna come and gun me, I will gun you back. Just a couple, get it done, I send you running back. And I can show you hits, just let me run my back. I take a beating, yeah, I treat it like a punching bag. Make you come to Jesus, he is coming back. He don't play with sin because he done with that. And you just think you hustling for the money back. You running in a circle doing jumping jacks. You stacking up your sin just like you run a tap. You think that you will slide, but he gon' punish that. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing towards the mark and yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing towards the mark and yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way. And I was in the pit, that's when my side changed. The price upon my life, it was a high wage. And I could hear the calling, it was my name. I made it while you looking at me sideways. And give your life to Christ and watch the time change. You in the past be flexing on the MySpace. And you should see my wife, she is a crime bake. You find a wife, you find a good thing, what the Bible say. And if you got the stamp, you got the right of way. They pierced aside, the blood was flowing like a tidal wave. Why wait? Lift your head, become as bright today. Why stray? Trust me, you can always find a way. And I am clean as blood, take care of my stain. I'm getting paid like every day is Friday. And I could die tomorrow, I'll just die today. Can't wait to hear the trumpet calling fly away. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing broad, but I'ma take the small way. No, I won't cave. No, I just won't sway. Yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way. And I can feel the pressure, but you know I won't cave. And I can feel the stress, I'm guessing I just won't sway. I'm pressing towards the mark, and yeah, I do this all day. And you can take the broad, but I'ma take the small way.
It's an absolute banger. This is, dude, I'm pumped. I'm ready to fucking grind. I'm running. First line. Where we going? We're going to the bounty, right? I marked it. I fucking shit on him. Oh! 14. Knock one. Knock another guy's armor. Knock him two. Loadout right there.
Right arm attached.
I mean, two. Another guy.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you.
It's like the ultimate party favor, baby, you know. Yeah. 2 cups and get a hot and out of a clothes, you know. Caraboo, it's like
151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all now. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. Don't stop till the cops come.
half a bottle of 151 off in a jug, 1 cup of Malibu rum, baby, that's what's up. Then you fill the rest of the jug with pineapple juice and it's cracking. The only defect is waking up like what happened. I like red light parties and fed right bodies who like red like Dolly and head right toddies at night. Era bouquet, oolay, terrible day. You pay the liquor's Nutella with no hera to pay. Touche, get the party jumping, keep the hotties humping. I like them thick and juicy, so don't Pilates nothing. Drinking too much, Lou, you might be karate punching, or at the back at the club attending the naughty luncheon. Satin Kool-Aid gives you hella 151. November dog, so run, kitty, run. We gon' drink it until we dumb, diddy dum bum, biddy bum. Here Kansas City comes, so give me some
151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all now. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. We gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all now. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. Don't stop till the cops come.
I see double, I see triple, might be trouble, might see pistol. We ain't tryna hear you haters sucking on sickles. We living it up in true. One to your made, bro, until your day go. Why I'm the one to drink you under the table. And all the ladies I will do in time. Once you become a member of my drinking club, you will find. Trying to tell her, truly get nudie. Yes, I even do L words and they fruity bazooty. Like to drink it and yell slurs at the movies. If I'm heated, I'm off to get a Caraboo to cool me. Created by Technizzle and T-Wizzle one high day. We mixed it up and then I say we treat Carabizzle like our lady. Originated in Kansas City, Missouri since 1995, baby.
151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all numb. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. Don't stop till the cops come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all numb. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. We gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all numb. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. Don't stop till the cops come.
Tarbender, I need a druther nink. Release Caraboo in a party, it's utter kink. Insane manie, keep them coming, then I'll remain zany. Cause Sadate, baby, I'm trying to make you my main damie. For the rest of the night, girl, you're sexy, you're tight. Come to Wikasa and see these shock reflex in your right. Groupies at 12 o'clock, man, I'll crawl, I'll go. Yeah, I'll recruit them, but I bet not crap, that's all I know. Yep, in my white tee and Nikes, you might sight me slightly, hyphen, might see dry heave. Die, we shall not need IVs beside me, Siamese. Huh? You're not making any sense. I might make that one I saw, wing a Prada, but once I get up on the mic and do my thing, I gotta. Hey, better, saw wing a Prada. He can it, so wing a Prada.
151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all now. Make baby girl come out of a shell and raise hell. We gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caraboo, get them all now. Make baby girl come out of a shell
come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caribou, get them all now. Make baby girl come. Out of a shell and raise hell, we gon' party till the cops come. 151 rum, pineapple juice and Malibu, Caribou, get them all now. Make baby girl come. Out of a shell and raise hell, don't stop till the cops come.
Not yet.
Strange music.
This song.
Weeks. Now, many of those names that will come out certainly are known and notable, including former presidents, but they are all part of a
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. This is the bombshell moment that we have all been waiting for. The Jeffrey Epstein list has been released. All of the elites are in panic, and the system is collapsing. This is not good for Bill Clinton. Bombshell after bombshell in these victim testimonies mentioning Bill Clinton and saying that he likes them young. I kid you not. These are testimonies from the victims, testimonies from the associates, and the names of some of Jeffrey Epstein's clients, financiers, and some of his best friends are in this list. Careers will be destroyed tonight. This is official. This is real. This is final. The actual court documents are out there now, and what we are learning is horrifying. Specifically, or if you are a supporter of Bill Clinton or supported Hillary Clinton and wanted him back in the White House. My goodness gracious, new criminal investigations will be spawned from the release of this list. Epstein list released. First names are revealed in court after two associates filed appeal to keep their identities hidden. First 187 names were released on January 3rd after the judge in Manhattan ruled that there was no longer any need to keep the documents secret. All mentioned in Virginia Giuffre. This is one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, young victims. 2015 lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell. The case was settled in 2017. Maxwell is the only person to be punished for sex trafficking. She was incarcerated for 20 years in federal prison. She's still serving her time. Amazing how she is the only person to have ever suffered any actual sentencing for these crimes. That is an injustice in and of itself. And of course, Ghislaine Maxwell should rot in prison forever. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely bombshell. One of the first names is Glenn Dublin. This is an investor, right? Jonas Soberg. We're looking through the documents right now. Again, they were just released minutes ago, but something has gone horribly wrong. They've broken the internet. So I'm going to be upfront with you. We have been trying again and again and again to get them to load. I would like to show you the documents, but they will not load. So we have screenshots for you. This client list.
How families can save $1,500 per year on car insurance. Guys, so everyone is ditching their car insurance and doing this instead.
These documents have been down since time of recording. Long sealed documents containing the identities of more than 170 Jeffrey Epstein associates began to make the public Wednesday night in a years-old lawsuit. The files, likely to name President Bill Clinton and disgraced Prince Andrew, were ordered released by a Manhattan judge. They were filed in a since settled defamation suit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how careers end. Check this out. Jeffrey Epstein files have been unsealed. We have the documents. Here are the most important John Does. We start with Bill Clinton, John Doe 36, whose deposition was essential to provide info on his relationship with Maxwell and Epstein. Thread. In 2011 interview, Miss Giuffre, this is the victim, the young victim, the child, the woman who was being sex trafficked, mentioned former President Bill Clinton's close personal relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. When Ms. Giuffre made no allegations of illegal actions by Bill Clinton, Ms. Maxwell in her deposition raised Ms. Giuffre's comments about President Clinton as one of the obvious lies to which she was referring to in her public statements formed about the suit. Apart from the defendant and Mr. Epstein, former President Clinton is a key person who can provide information about the close relationship with the defendant, Mr. Epstein, and disprove Ms. Maxwell's claims. So what they're saying here is that the defendant says that Bill Clinton didn't behave illegally. And Ghislaine Maxwell saying, honey, you know nothing. Testimony from one witness. Check this out. Did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Bill Clinton? He said one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Check that out. Whoa. This is directly from the document. So it begins. Coming off the top ropes. Bill Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. This is why Clinton World is in absolute 5-alarm apoplectic panic right now. 9-alarm fire, burning from the inside of the elites. This is pure panic mode. To confirm, today Jeffrey Epstein's list includes Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Glenn Dublin, the investor, and Jean-Luc Brunel. 166 other names were also unsealed. Disclaimer, not all names released necessarily part of Epstein crimes. This is what the actual documents look like. Bill Clinton. So there's like a search for Bill Clinton's name. She spent time with President Clinton on the island Little St. James in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and she flew with the president in a helicopter piloted by Ghislaine Maxwell, who is a helicopter pilot, actually. There's like photos of this. On one occasion, she adds that Epstein did invite 2 young brunettes to dinner, which he gave on his Caribbean island for Mr. Clinton shortly after he left office. But as far as she knows, the ex-president did not take the bait. I'd have been about 17 at the time, she says. I flew to the Caribbean with Jeffrey Epstein and then Ghislaine Maxwell and went to pick up Bill in a huge black helicopter with that Jeffrey had bought for her. How did Jeffrey Epstein have so much money? That is a great question. She always wanted to fly, and Jeffrey paid for her to take lessons. I remember she was very excited because she got her license. Bill had the Secret Service with him, and I remember him talking about what a good job she did piloting the helicopter, presumably. I only met Bill twice, but Jeffrey told me that they were good friends. We all dined together that night, and Jeffrey was at the head of the table. Bill was at his left. I sat across from him. Emmy Taylor, Ghislaine's blonde British accent, sat on my right. Ghislaine was Bill's left, and I left for Ghislaine. There were 2 olive-skinned brunettes who'd flown in with us from New York. I'd never met them before. I'd say that they were no older than 17, very innocent looking. They weren't there for me. They weren't there for Jeffrey or Ghislaine because I was there to have sex with Jeffrey on the trip. Maybe Jeffrey thought they would entertain Bill, but I saw no evidence that he was interested in them. He and Jeffrey and Ghislaine seemed to have a very good relationship. Bill was very funny. He made me laugh a few times, and he and Jeffrey and Ghislaine told blokey jokes. And the brunettes listened politely and giggled. After dinner, I gave Jeffrey an erotic massage. I don't remember seeing Bill again on the trip. I assume Ghislaine flew him back. Teenage girls recruited by pedophile Jeffrey Epstein reveals how he met Bill Clinton. Daily Mail, ladies and gentlemen. This according to the footnotes here. So these are some of the notes from, again, I would read to you I would read to you from the court documents, but it is broken the internet, okay? Epstein documents break the internet. Court listener archive is down. This is what they looked like. This is obviously the unsealed court records, and then you can find all these exhibits here in downloadable boxes. Before
20, 180. That's how many clients I'm going to get.
The internet became broken. Now, is that on purpose? I don't know. We're not sure. Ladies and gentlemen, each and every part of plaintiff's claim regarding President Clinton has conclusively been proven false, this according to Ghislaine Maxwell. So this is really interesting. This is really interesting. Saying that effectively that Bill Clinton did not, in fact, travel to, nor was he present on Little St. James Island between 2001 and 2003. Further, if any Secret Service agents had accompanied Clinton to these locations, they would have been required to make file shift logs, travel vouchers, and related documents. But the Secret Service has never given us any of those documents. So who are you to believe here? The victims or Ghislaine Maxwell, who, again, is covering her ass here? I'm inclined to believe the victims. So these are some of the unbelievable bombshells right here. Bill Clinton likes them young. Goodness gracious, there it is in black and white. We know, of course, that Bill Clinton was named. We had known this for days, that Bill Clinton, 77, will be named in these in these documents. Bill Clinton himself has multiple photos with Jeffrey Epstein, flew on the Lolita Express 26 times, and also waved off, at least 5 of those times, waved off his Secret Service, so there'd be no record of what he was doing. Bill Clinton's office response to Jeffrey Epstein's document release, this was earlier today, they responded before the documents were made public. President Clinton has never been accused of any wrongdoing. So this was the I did not have sex with that woman statement. Bill Clinton has never been accused of any wrongdoing. President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes of Jeffrey Epstein and pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago, and those which have been recently charged in New York. In 2002 and 2003, President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein airplane, 1 to Europe, 1 to Asia, 2 to Africa, all included stops and connections with the Clinton Foundation. That's just straight up a lie, okay? That's straight up a lie. We know that to be a lie. Flight logs show Bill Clinton flew on sex offender's jet much more than previously known. At least 26 times aboard the Lolita Express, even ditching Secret Service detail at least 5 of those flights. How do we know this? We have the flight logs, you dumbasses. Not you, but like the Clintons, who are putting out a statement trying to claim that they know nothing. They know nothing. We know nothing. We have the flight logs. Staff, supporters of the foundation, and his Secret Service detail traveled on every leg of the trip. He had 1 meeting with Epstein in his Harlem office in 2002. Around the same time, he made a brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment. Brief visit to the New York apartment. Well, what did he see when he went there? Did he see this painting? Because this is the painting that was found when the police raided that apartment. Bizarre painting of Bill Clinton in a dress. Not just Bill Clinton in a dress, this is Monica Lewinsky's blue dress. This is the sex dress that had DNA material on it from Bill Clinton himself. So what does this mean? This means I got you. This means I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, you can watch Bill Clinton respond to this. Tell me, does this sound like an innocent man?
Any comments on the alleged allegation of your connection with Jeffrey Epstein? No.
I think the evidence speaks for itself. And look at him look back at the guy. Look at him look back at the guy. Like, dude, we're gonna kill you. That's what actually happened nearly to Alex Rosen when he asked a question about Bill Clinton to Hillary Clinton.
You want somebody who's going to get up every day.
Hey, Hillary, why'd your husband visit Epstein Island 26 times?
No, this guy's name. So they just shout at him. I'm going to turn the audio off because it gets really noisy. They just shout at him, and then he asked about Epstein Island, and the police drag him out. You've never seen any BLM supporter treated this way. You've never seen any leftist supporter treated this way. You ask about Jeffrey Epstein and watch what happens. Watch what happens. Absolutely thermonuclear bombshell stuff. Bill Clinton liked them young, according to the documents. Now, far be it from me to note that Donald Trump has been right about this issue from day one.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely wild what's going on. Now, Donald Trump wasn't president when he said that. When Donald Trump was president, he said something a little more detailed.
Do you really think the Clintons are involved in Jeffrey Epstein's death? I have no idea. I know he was on his plane 27 times, and he said he was on the plane 4 times. But when they checked the plane log, Bill Clinton, who was a very good friend of Epstein, he was on the plane about 27 or 28 times. So why did he say 4 times? And then the question you have to ask is, did Bill Clinton go to the island? Because Epstein had an island that was not a good place, as I understand it, and I was never there. So you have to ask, did Bill Clinton go to the island? That's the question. If you find that out, you're going to know a lot. Thank you very much.
Donald Trump, very, very good at sort of planting the seeds there. Did Bill Clinton go to Jeffrey Epstein's island? You're going to find out a lot. Now, we have found out, according to the unsealed documents, that the victims of the key victim here, Virginia Giuffre, the lady who's getting paid out by all of these guys who obviously demonstrably has this enormous amount of evidence of horrible wrongdoing, brought down this entire empire, basically, that she is saying, no, Bill Clinton was on this island, and they were trafficking underage girls for Bill Clinton. And then you have the people saying Bill Clinton likes them young. Tucker Carlson asking all the right questions here.
$100 million recovered in cash and assets in his estate. They do not know now, like an army of forensic accountants, where that money came from. We don't know where the money came from. We don't know what he did for a living. And we know that he was murdered. He was murdered in the special housing unit of federal lockup in Manhattan. They moved someone out of his cell. They put two people, one of whom was not even a full-time prison guard, on duty. None of the cameras trained on the cell worked. They were all out of it that night. Whoever killed Epstein clearly has a lot of power.
Yeah, has a lot of power. Check this out. Jeffrey Epstein was close friends with the current in the Biden regime CIA chief, former White House counsel, as after his sex crime conviction. So a reminder that Jeffrey Epstein didn't just die in prison, and this is all random. Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted predator in 2008 and was able to get escaped because the higher-ups, this guy right here, who is now in CIA. What's his name? The list of Jeffrey Epstein's possible connections include America's spy chief, the college president, and a former Obama White House counsel, according to previous unreported documents. A trove of papers obtained by the Wall Street Journal show meetings that Epstein had with several prominent people, including William Burns, the director of the CIA, right now, currently. These prominent people have not been accused of any wrongdoing and have maintained that their connections with Epstein were reportedly professional or social. Oh, really? None of the names appear in Epstein's black book of contacts, and the journal reported flight logs of passengers who traveled on private jets. It's not clear what purpose each meeting had. Maybe that would be great to find out, right? Maybe it'd be good to find out. Epstein, a registered sex offender, brokered the meetings after he served time in prison in 2008 for a sex crime involving a teenage girl. So look, this guy was already a sex criminal. So why were they hanging out with him? People like to post this photo, but this was in the year 2000. Like, not saying it's a great look, but I'm saying that this was a long, long time ago. Donald Trump banned Jeffrey Epstein from his club. This is the CIA director, currently. In case you're wondering if Jeffrey Epstein was clearly working for intelligence agencies and maybe working against the intelligence agencies, and they were able to get, that's how they were able to get rid of him, and that's why they wanted to get rid of him, this is what's happening right now. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see why some of the world's most powerful people literally giggle with glee at Jeffrey Epstein's death.
You know, I've said I regretted having those dinners, and there's absolutely nothing new on that.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead, so, you know, in general, you always have to be careful.
He's dead. You know, in general, you have to be careful. More stuff popping up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Note, there are more batches of documents that haven't been uploaded. Pardon the delays. Many documents relate to John Does that were merely witnesses or doctors. Influencers of media many John Does. See photo below. Yeah. Reference to Prince Andrews. This is a member of the royal family. We went to a closet and pulled out the puppet, the caricature of Prince Andrew, and brought it down. There was a little tag on the puppet that says Prince Andrew on it, and I knew who he was. They put the puppet on Virginia's lap. I sat on Andrew's lap, and they put the puppet on his hand, Virginia's breast, and Andrew put it on his hand and my breast, and they took a photo. So there's now photos. Wow. Bill Clinton mentioned so many times in these documents. I'm struggling to get through them all. Wild times. Not looking good for Bill Clinton. He likes them young. These are some of the revelations that we know of right now. This is so unbelievably important to the public and political zeitgeist. Jeffrey Epstein's brother himself said that if we had known what we knew about the Clintons in the 2016 election, she would have never been allowed to run for office, and she shouldn't have been. These people are despicable, disgusting. We will do everything we can to name them and shame them, even though the documents are even though the court reporter is still down. Ladies and gentlemen, to end this, a reminder of exactly how hard it would have been to kill Jeffrey Epstein from Tucker Carlson, who's the only person who's done actual real reporting on this. All of the reporting was blocked. Remember, James O'Keefe had the video of Amy Rohrbach on ABC News saying, I can't report on this. They stopped me from reporting on it. I had Clinton, I had Prince Andrew, I had all of the names. No. Tucker Carlson, the only person that actually did reporting on it, this is how they killed Jeffrey Epstein.
No one came in or out of the tier, Barr said. Therefore, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. So let's consider that claim rationally. On the night of August 9th, Jeffrey Epstein was being held in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan, the most secure part of the city's federal lockup. It would be physically impossible for a stranger to get in and out of this facility without an electronic pass and without being seen by the countless cameras in place between the street and the locked 9th floor of the building. So if Jeffrey Epstein was murdered, he was not murdered by an intruder, someone who came into the tier. He was murdered by someone on his own cell block, obviously. There were 7 other cells on Epstein's tier, and each one housed dangerous criminals. So if you were looking for a killer, you would figure out who was in those cells. But no one seems to have thought of that or done it. The Bureau of Prisons refused to provide us with a list of the inmates on Epstein's tier. It's not clear how many of them were even interviewed by investigators, despite the fact that some of them were transferred out of the facility shortly after Epstein's death. That's a baffling oversight. Instead, Attorney General Bill Barr simply assured the country that no one from outside came into Jeffrey Epstein's tier and declared the case solved. And if you think about it, that is a remarkable way to assess a potential crime scene, especially when you consider the source. Bill Barr was not a civilian or a crime novel aficionado. He was the chief law enforcement officer of the United States. He was the nation's top cop. His job was to solve crimes. And yet somehow, with all his law enforcement experience, it never seemed to dawn on Bill Barr that if there was a killer, the killer would have come from one of the cells on Epstein's tier. And then further, apparently, no one in the entire FBI suggested this to Bill Barr as they reviewed the case. Excuse me, Mr. Attorney General. It doesn't matter what the camera outside the tier shows. What matters is what happened inside the tier.
What are you doing in here? You gotta get out of here. Come on. Shoo. Outside. No. No going under the bed. Come on. Let's go. You can figure it out. Alright. Let's go. There you go. You got it. Good girl.